A TikTok user named Keely says she often gets motion alerts from the security camera in her basement, but every time she checks the video, there's nothing there, except this time. Did you see it? When the footage is brightened, we can see a strange, misshapen, something that seems to be slowly climbing up the stairs from Keely's sub-basement. Strangely enough, the motion-sensing camera didn't detect any further movement after this single clip. Now, it's worth mentioning that Keely has been posting on TikTok for over 4 years and has never posted anything paranormal before or after this one video. So just what is that climbing the stairs? Let me know what you think. Shadows in the Chateau. Ted and Lisa Rogers have spent the last 5 years restoring a 14th century French chateau in Limousin, France. It's a massive project that they've been documenting over on their YouTube channel, Chateau de Montmagny. Now, to be very clear, their YouTube channel isn't about ghosts or the paranormal. It's all about renovations and daily life in the French countryside. But one night, things take a very strange turn. Lisa becomes convinced that there's a mouse running around in the chateau's old boot room, but Ted insists that he hasn't seen any signs of a mouse. So to settle the debate, Lisa sets up a camera to record the room overnight, hoping to catch the mouse on tape. We didn't catch the mouse. There was no mouse last night. However, there is something else we did catch. And, yeah, I'm going to go and get Ted to come and watch the footage before we look at it. Right, so let me start playing. So, this is from last night. This is me setting the camera up. I'll set the camera up so you can see the hole in the corner. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. Anyway, I'm off to bed. It's very late. So we'll see whether we catch this mouse out in the morning. And then Ted will have to believe me that there is something running above our bedroom. I'll see you all in the morning. Night, night. Instead of filming a mouse, Lisa's camera ends up catching something very different. Now you've heard me put the latch on the door there. Yeah, it sounded like it. Yeah. Okay, so the sensor light's gone out. Right. So I'm going to forward this bit because it's about 2 hours 27 minutes into filming last night. Now we went to bed about midnight. Yeah, so this would be about 2.3. This happens. Now you heard the latch go off the door. Yeah. The motion sensor light. Yeah. Bloody hell, what? There's shadow there. Yeah. I can see a shadow moving across it. Yeah. Keep watching. Oh my God. What? That's got to be an animal or something, isn't it? That was a big shadow for an animal. How? How can an animal get up so? You can't have put the latch on, probably. I put the latch on because you heard the latch go on. Yeah, and you heard the latch come off. I didn't actually hear the latch come off, but, you know. Right, let me play that again. You hear the latch? Right, yeah. The door opened. Now, to push that door open, that's the heavy door. You've got to push it inwards. So somebody's got to be standing there to be able to open that door. Yeah, and there's nobody standing there. And I've never known that door swing open on its own. No. And the other thing is, the camera is up on a tripod, so to move it in a tilt, like it's gone, it's tilted up. Something has moved. It hasn't moved the tripod because the tripod would fall over. It's had to move the camera. Oh, that's... I don't know, mate, I don't know. It's the shadow that got me to anything. The shadow walking. I don't get it. That's weird, isn't it? I don't get it. That is just bonkers. The door to the room unlatches and opens. A motion-sensing light turns on, and a creepy, unexplained shadow seems to glide across the room and actually move the camera. Lisa says that despite the eerie incident, there's nothing to worry about, and the Chateau de Montmagny is still open for guests. We have lived here for 5 years and never had any ill feeling whatsoever. No, I can't say the rest. But that is pretty bonkers. So I never caught a mouse. You might have caught something else. Now, Ted, he's not sure what to think about all of this. I don't know whether I believe or not believe. I don't disbelieve, let's put it that way. But it's just kind of freaky, isn't it? It is a bit freaky. It's just weird. Yeah, The figure in the frame. At Mayaka River State Park in Sarasota, Florida, visitors have long claimed to see a pale, ghostly figure drifting silently through the park. In this next clip, Alicia Galvin stands inside one of the park's historic 1,930 seconds log cabins while her boyfriend films. He catches something truly chilling. This place is so cool, isn't it? What the? Is somebody in there? With you? No. Behind Alicia, a pale white figure seems to walk through the old cabin before vanishing into thin air. So did they catch the park's legendary ghost? Is it a trick of the light or just clever editing? You decide. Night terrors. A concerned mother says that her young daughter, Cora, has recently been suffering from intense night terrors. Their family doctor suggested she record one of the episodes so they could get a better idea of what might be happening. So one night, she's filming little Cora, and she captures something truly chilling. Help me. I'm scared. Scared? How are you scared, baby? Come here, baby. It's okay. There's the vent right there, baby. See? The vent pushes the door. You're fine. Okay? Are you a big girl? Don't be scared. Just remember, maybe that means your mommy's here. We're all gonna be together in the same house. It's gonna be okay. Let's go back. What's wrong, Cora? Sweetie? What are you afraid of? What's scaring you, honey? I don't see. As the mom goes to walk her daughter back to her room, the door suddenly starts to swing shut on its own. She brushes it off, thinking it must just be the air vent. But when they reach Cora's bedroom, the little girl refuses to go inside, just staring toward the window in fear. Then, without warning, the blinds slam shut. The mother and daughter are terrified and run screaming from the room. But later, viewers notice something the mom missed. As she tells her daughter she's a big girl, a faint little voice seems to whisper back, "Listen closely, you're a big girl." When the mom examines the footage, she notices something else. The air conditioning wasn't even running when that door closed. So, the AC was not on when the door closed. It's very loud, and you can hear it coming from the vent. Some skeptics in the video comments suggest that the blinds are probably remote controlled. So, the mom posts another clip to prove them wrong. But things get a little weird. So, I'm coming into the room to show you the blinds, which I have opened back up to demonstrate how they are closed. It's not electronic. It's not battery powered. That's not creepy. I'm trying my best not to freak out. So, to close these blinds, you have to touch it and close it like that. But it's the only way to close these blinds. There are no batteries or remotes here at all. No wires. You have to touch it and you have to close it like this. And there's no way I could have done that since I was standing on the opposite side of the room. And there's no way I could have closed all four at the same time. The mom says they plan to move out of the house as soon as possible. But what do you think? Is little Cora being haunted by some dark entity? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official. And be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. A myth that moves. Chris Metzel does daily live streams from graveyards around Fort Worth, Texas, using a spirit box app to try and contact ghosts. Now, to be honest, I'm not such a fan of ghost apps. But during one late night stream, Chris captures something that's a lot harder to dismiss. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, buddy. It's nice to talk to you. Chris. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. It just said Jonathan. Bombings 1,920 seconds. You are amazing. Mortuary. Right. It just said right. As Chris approaches an old gravestone, a small white figure about the size of a child seems to walk out from behind a tree and just vanish. Chris doesn't see it, but after his live audience points it out, he reviews his footage and is shocked. Paranormal versus pets. Troy Legault says that his house is haunted by a very active poltergeist. Troy says that these strange incidents in his home have only gotten more intense as the weeks go by. Lately, Troy says that the poltergeist has even started trying to interact with his poor little dog. In the clip, it seems like something wants to play, but Troy's dog wants no part of it. The dog just growls and walks away as objects in the kitchen come crashing down behind him. And now this brings us to something interesting. It's often said that cats and dogs are more sensitive to the supernatural, that they can see things that we can't. In these next clips, we'll look at a few more pets who might just be seeing the other side. First up, Miley Riso says that she's been experiencing some strange things in her home, and she thinks it might be haunted. One night, her cat suddenly starts acting up in the kitchen like it's seeing something that Miley can't. It goes wild, knocking things over, hissing, and even scratching her. Miley grabs her phone and starts recording as the cat just keeps freaking out, still seeming to sense that there is something dangerous nearby. Miley says that she couldn't see anything, and to this day, she still has no idea what set her cat off that night. Next up, Jacinta Simone says that she and her partner bought an 1800s farmhouse in the countryside just outside of Sydney, Australia. The first day they arrive to start moving in, and their dog does this. The dog immediately seems to lock onto something in the old cottage's master bedroom, and it won't look away. But what exactly is it seeing? Finally, Steve says he lives in a very haunted house and often hears strange disembodied voices late at night. One evening, he's home alone with his dog when he notices that the dog keeps staring at one particular spot across the room. Steve checks his security cam and hears this. Some unknown female voice says, "Play dead," and then, immediately after, says, "Come." Steve swears that he was completely alone with the dog that night. He also says that these strange, unexplained events are a common occurrence in his haunted home. Sometimes other ghosts speak, and then sometimes a ghost might just walk through the wall, cradle and all. Proud mom Misty Huron says that strange things have been happening in her home while her husband is away working as a commercial truck driver. She first notices something unusual one night when her baby monitor suddenly just starts glitching. Did anybody have one of those VTech baby cameras? It keeps glitching out, and it has woken me up so many times tonight. I thought it was just background noise, but the last time I swear I heard music playing. The next day, Misty is making a milkshake for her son when something very strange happens. Get everything out. I turn the blender on. I start blending the shake. I'm cleaning up from making lunches and putting stuff away in the pantry. And all of a sudden, literally the loudest sound. I turn around, and me and my son are like, "What the F? Asterisk, asterisk, K." The blender literally flew across the kitchen. I'll post a picture. But it came unplugged. The motor's on the floor. The jug that holds all the contents is splattered everywhere. There's shake all over my cabinet. So Misty says her 10-year-old daughter Olivia doesn't sleep in her old room anymore, as it's been turned into the nursery for their new baby. Olivia has a new bedroom upstairs now, but her old bunk bed still sits in the nursery, empty and untouched. One night, Misty is watching the baby monitor when she sees something that sends a chill down her spine. "Oh my God, you guys, oh my God." So I've been recording the baby monitor anytime the sound or the motion detection goes off so that I can show my husband because he's on the road, and I wanted to send him all this crazy asterisk, asterisk, T that's been going on. Watch this video and tell me what you see. I literally ran up there so fast. There's nothing in her room. I brought her downstairs. This motion and sound detectors are still going on. I'm freaking out right now. Did you see it? Right above the sleeping baby, something moves in the top bunk. Misty rushes to check, but there's nothing there. She posts the video online, and viewers urge her to show more of the upstairs area where this strange incident occurred. And that's when things take a terrifying turn. Okay, a lot of y'all were asking about the room situation, so I'm gonna run that through real quick. We moved my daughter from this room into this room. She got new furniture. That's why the bunk bed is still in there. Then we moved the baby from my office, which used to be her bedroom. Now it's my office again. Up into this room. I cannot even breathe walking in this room, so I am truly terrified. But I'm gonna walk y'all in here real quick. This is the bunk bed. This is where I took her out of her crib, ran up the bunk bed. There was nothing up there when I came, and we have her rocking chair, her changing station, her closet with all of the stuff. that we still need to put up. This is where I have everything that was gifted. I know a lot of y'all was saying, check stuff that came from a thrift store that wasn't yours because it might be causing it. I will show you guys up here. There's nothing suspicious. There's no hair from like a rat or something that could have came in. This is marker. These are still tucked in on the sides, like they're still tight from, you know, if somebody was trying to be underneath the blankets. I don't think that's plausible, so I just don't. I don't know. I have no idea what could be causing it. Oh my God, it's rocking. Misty screams in terror and calls for her kid that she rushes from the room. She says that they stayed with her parents until her husband returned home. So what do you think? Is something sinister haunting Misty's home? And if not, then just what is this? Let me know what you think. Door to Nowhere. TikTok user Appalachia Decay lives in a 200-year-old farmhouse deep in the woods of the Appalachian Mountains of West Virginia. One day, she hears strange noises coming from the basement, noises that she suspects are probably rats. She grabs her phone, starts recording, and heads downstairs. And that's when things take a terrifying turn. Behind one of the basement doors, something seems to move, and the door handle is yanked. But here's the creepy part. That door doesn't actually lead anywhere. So these are the steps that lead out. I don't know what that is, but if you look, it's been sealed from the inside and the outside. Appalachia Decay says that she still has no idea what caused the sounds, but for now, she's taking precautions. Scurry videos. So these are videos that are a bit weird, a bit funny, or just very strange or unexplained. First up, Lukas Wegner is a cave explorer from Germany who shares his adventures on TikTok. If you've got even a hint of claustrophobia, his cave explorers are already nightmare fuel. But during one of his explorations, Lucas came across something that made his blood run cold. Now you probably thought this was a Logan Paul moment there for a second, but no, this person is very much alive. The body was actually one of Lucas's climbing partners, who was hiding in the dark just to give him a good jump scare. And he gave me one too. What about you? Next up, YouTuber Ali runs a channel dedicated to the popular cartoon character Bendy. In this clip, he's interviewing Lauren Singer, the voice actress behind Alice Angel in the Bendy game series. But Ali catches something on camera that shocks him to his core. I got the part. I was not expecting that, but I got the part. And I remember being in the session with the character designer and with the voice director. And I told them, I have something to share with you, but I want to wait until we're done in the session because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything else. Everything okay? I'm sorry. I just, you know, there's a problem with the background and your face is reflecting the mirror. Oh, I saw you jump. Yes, I got scared so much. Yeah, because this is a chroma key. Oh my God. I'm so sorry for interrupting you. That's hilarious. You need to keep that in the interview. So it turns out that Ali's mirror is perfectly reflecting Lauren's face from his monitor and projecting it over his green screen background. So it's not a hoax, but that is pretty elaborate. In this next clip, two members of the housekeeping staff go to clean a hotel room. What they find absolutely terrifies them. Okay, so the reason this is not a regular entry in the list is that when I researched this, I couldn't find any information about what the hell is happening here. The clip is apparently from Malaysia, but the online stories about the video are all over the place. Some people say they saw a ghost in the room, and some people say there was a person in there, and some people even say they walked in on a guy taking a shit, but no one seems to know for sure. So just what do you think sent these two out running? Especially this hero right here. Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, that's all for this time and thanks for watching.